Okay, these problems are asking us to divide the polynomials. Really, they're a polynomial divided by a monomial, but a monomial is a type of polynomial. So let's first do the one on the far left. 3y to the fourth plus 6y cubed over negative y squared. So in my first technique here, I will use this by the distributive property. I'll split this up by the distributive property so we can see both pieces. 3y to the fourth over negative y squared plus 6y cubed over negative y squared. Okay, so here I'm just essentially distributing the division through the addition that we can see, and I'm actually explicitly writing out each one. Okay, so now the y to the fourth over the y squared means that we'll lose those 2 copies of y and we'll only have 2 left in the numerator. And for the other piece, we'll lose the 2 copies of y in the bottom and we'll only have 1 left in the numerator. So after reducing these, it looks like we'll have a negative, because it's positive divided by negative, 3y squared. And then here it's adding, but again it's positive over negative, so we'll actually be subtracting here a 6 and then a single copy of y in the numerator after reduction. So it looks like the answer we're getting here is negative 3y squared minus 6y. Okay, let's try the next one. 24v squared plus 9v all over 4v. So now I'm going to do the same thing I did in the last problem, distribute the division through the addition, but I'm going to do this in one step instead of two. The way I'm going to do that is by observing where the cancellation is coming from. So here's the 24 over 4. So what is 24 over 4? Well, that's 6. And then we have a v squared over a v, which is going to leave us with one single copy of v, plus other half. 9 over 4. Well, those numbers don't have any greatest common factor, so I'm just going to leave that as a 9/4. And then you have a v divided by a v, but that's just 1, so the v just cancels. So therefore, the answer is 6v plus 9/4. So now use whichever technique you like. Do you like to actually explicitly write out those steps in the middle, or do you like to just jump to the end? But try it on this third one. And assuming you paused the video and tried it out on your own, let's now do it together. In my first step here, you notice I wrote this as the long way division, or the horizontal division. So first step, to make it consistent with the other problems, I'm going to go 8x cubed plus 16x. I'm going to put that all over 2x. I think for my example here, I'll do it explicitly, just so you get another chance to see it here. So 8x cubed over 2x plus 16x over 2x. Okay, now cancellation. 8 and 2 reduce to 4, and we lose one copy of the x, leaving us with 2. And over here, the 16 and the 2 reduce to become an 8, and both of the x's cancel out. So all that's left over looks to be a 4x squared plus 8. And this is how you divide, in this case, a polynomial by a monomial.